Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a Wednesday evening here on Kobold Press, where we are playing, well, we're playing a little bit of 5e D&D. Rolling some dice over on the Middle Sea for a little salty sea adventure with, what I would say is the best, best pirate crew around. The best little adorable and also kind of dark pirate crew around. We'll get a recap on last week, but if you're here with Warriors of Waterdeep, we welcome you in. Thanks for being here, and if you're just here to watch the show, well, hot dog, I like having you here too. So stick around, hit the follow button, and yeah, enjoy what is no doubt gonna be it'll be an interesting evening, I think. But let's get these incredible people introduced. Why don't we start with, we did backwards last week, so we have to go forward. So Tash, you're up.
I'm sure I was first last time, but hello, I'm Tasha. I do lots of race content, so on Mondays I am in a Vampire the Masquerade show. Play a gangrel like someone else. I don't know what direction you're in, but someone else I know. I have been playing Resident Evil 8. I don't know what else I've been playing because I've been very stressed, but tomorrow I'm doing a cooking stream because I really want some cheesecake, and the solution is to do a lot of work for that instead of just buy one. So I'm going to be doing that. And,
way better.
Next week is my next painting stream with Warhammer mini painting and lore, so look forward to that. I'm all over the place. Didn't expect to go first. I am Tashnar. Bye.
Passing it off. Tess.
Hello. I'm Tessica. I'm obsessed with cats and running. I stream on my channel on Saturdays usually. I try really hard. What else? Oh, my character is a super happy and easygoing and agreeable turtle that just happens to be a death cleric and loves, death and decay and resurrecting people and killing them and that kind of thing. So, yeah, that's me.
No big deal. Katie.
Hello, I'm Katie Peters Plays. I'll be playing Palu for you. I've been right in the high of kind of making Karen flinch since last week. What else? What do? I play video games on the internet sometimes. I've been playing Resident Evil 6 with my friend Dan, and that's been a really good time. I'm going to be visiting an Animal Crossing island with a bird that lives on my island that is so mean to me, and I've been putting it off, but I'm going to go visit him on Sunday, so I guess that's what I'm up to. So I'm not looking forward to it. But yeah, come hang out with me on my channel, and I'm going to stop talking now.
That's the best pitch for a show ever.
His name's Keaton. He's the worst. He's the worst.
Oh, Keaton.
He
Yeah.
was, I've only heard stories. I never got to.
He ended up on my island, and he's a complete ass to me.
I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
That's why you need
Kat,
to
did
hunt
you
for your
send
villagers.
him?
Oh,
I
so
could
good.
I
kick him
might have
off.
said no. I kicked him off of mine.
Good. It was better because I've been abused ever since then. So.
Oh, Kat, take us home.
Oh. Well, my name is Kat, and if you can't tell, I dislike Keaton very much. I play games at a mediocre level, but bring chaotic content. So if you are into that kind of nonsense and mishmash and blippity boops and blippity blops, then follow me on I'm Kat. That's pretty much it.
Great. All right, y'all. Last week, well, I guess I should say a couple things. I always have to do announcements. Don't let me forget. I always have to do it. Kickstarter still happening. Toma Heroes. Go check it out. I'll drop a link. 215, I think, is where we're at. $215,000, along with like 3,800 backers. It's some ridiculous thing. We just unlocked a new magic thing. There's a lot going on over there. Go check it out. Tome of Heroes over on Kickstarter. And to top it all off, we just released our previous Kickstarter out to its backers. It's there. It's in your hands. You can go get the entire 4-book set of the Southlands now available to you. And if you want to see it in action, check us out on Sundays. All right. Last week, where I wanted to be. Last week, you all had a really tough decision to make regarding leaving something behind with Karen, the ferryman, who said that he would take you to where you could find the pearl, but at a price. The greatest price, the thing you most treasure. Great debate was had. There was some intimidation that was attempted. There was some insulting. But all around, in the end, Tide decided to give up one thing, something that was big enough to cover the toll of all four of them across to the other side, he kept saying. That thing was Tide's deep desire to retire. The deep-seated need to find some peace and rest after, the adventuring lifestyle. But that need is now gone. A hollow hole, where I guess we'll find out if Tide gets it back or not, if they return. But what they found on the other side, down this river, was a dry, desolate cave. On the inside, the building that they thought stood in ruin actually had kind of been plucked from its location, even in its size, and dropped here, of all places. Inside, they found a sneaky snake with 100 mage hands, and potentially some answers, including that this may be one of the places where the items that Karen takes from people that do not get returned eventually land. You had only made it through the front foyer, but as you walked deeper into this home, really, it's kind of a castle in a way. Large ceilings and vaultedness and old chandeliers that hang by rusted chains, but now this place is dusty, and you walk into a large banquet hall. The table is not set. It doesn't look like something happened, but the table and the chairs are rotted with time and dusted, and your feet are the only feet that have seen this place in a long, long time.
Should we have killed the snake? I said go for the head. You always go for the head.
Maybe.
I mean, I kind of got what I wanted from the snake.
True.
So-
We got what we wanted. There's no need or reason to really.
We can always
Kill
go
it.
back and kill it later.
How about
Yeah,
no.
I mean, if she really wants to kill it, I could always resurrect it too.
Asha could
Yes.
bring it back.
But only temporarily. Besides, it
And then we
It
could
hasn't-
eat it.
has what?
Well,
Snake is a
You don't
delicacy.
even know where that snake has been. You don't even
No,
know
but
if it's
you cook
100%
it.
snake.
You cook it, and then the germs come off. And you can use the teeth. They're really helpful.
We're in a shadow realm. I don't think that I don't think that logic applies here.
Well, I
I've
don't
eaten
know, maybe
snake
it would.
raw.
Okay, but again, tide motions everywhere.
We could take it out alive and then kill it.
It has
and
a
then
job.
eat it.
No, but it has a job.
We do too, though.
Exactly.
We have to find this pearl.
So let us all do our jobs and allow the snake to do their job. Besides, remember, if it did give us any bad information, and I snap my fingers and have my badgers come on and heal.
The
It did
badger's
give
like,
us something.
He did. He gave us this, and I will hold We'll hold the ball.
the ball. Yeah. Okay. Well, it doesn't really do anything, but you hold it up. In here, it's actually rather low light. The ceiling above the actual cave itself that this is in, lets in through holes and whatnot, small amounts of light. But that's all that's coming through again, an already dimmed, castle, really. But around the edges, of this room, of what seems to be maybe this entire place, is more treasure. and stuff. Now it's less gold and it's more items. Odds and ends, trinkets, things that people held it close and were endearing to them. A baby doll, right? A small doll off to the side, or a dagger with a crudely carved name in the hilt. But these are things that other people found very, very valuable that, in fact, probably hold very little value to the average person.
The average person not being gold.
Not being gold,
I'm
yes.
already, like, halfway across the room. I buy them. I have radiant weapon out from the fight, so it's
Oh, nice.
kind of
Yeah, it's like giving off
providing
some
a bit of
light. Yeah.
start throwing things over my shoulder as I dig through these piles, I'm afraid.
Are you looking for anything in particular, or are you...
I think, she's got a nice new anklet. So something's on the other side, because it's unbalanced.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, you can roll an investigation and see if you find what you're looking for.
Yep. Sorry, everyone.
It has to happen.
Ah.
What did we end up with? We got a 6. Okay. Well, you do not find anything that would seem to balance the anklet on your other foot or on your other ankle. What you do find is a jar of teeth.
But that's really interesting. So I'm gonna...
But you were looking for something else.
I was just talking about teeth. And I'm just like rattling it and trying to see what types are in it now.
That would be a nature check or a medical
Sorry.
check.
Nature, because I have more. 22.
A 22 on the nature. They seem to be blunt, so they don't seem to be fangs of any kind. These don't seem to come from any kind of venomous creature or anything with large carnivorous teeth. Possibly human, elf. You're not exactly sure.
So, I mean, I have a new supply of teeth. So that's great.
Yay, teeth.
There's no fangs in here, though. It's kind of
Teeth are a wonderful accessory.
What?
accessory. Just what?
You can make necklaces and many things out of them.
But it already makes fun noises. So, and I could roll it, and it'd be a great distraction. Or I could ground them up.
Whose teeth are they?
Mine now?
Question.
You don't know. You just know you don't know whose teeth they are.
Well, I found them, so
They're technically Gold's teeth now.
That's disgusting and also not what we are here for.
What do we have to do? We have to head up to the top?
Oh, stairs. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yep, to the lighthouse at the top. At least that is where the spell that was cast seemed to be leading you. Oh yes, you head with the decoy ball towards the top. Who would like to be the navigator? Who would like to lead through this place and try to find your way through? I'm just gonna have you make one, I guess we can call it a travel check, but it will be a survival roll.
I do have
I will roll.
proficiency,
was
but
gonna
I don't
say,
know.
Okay.
You probably have more.
I have 6.
Yeah, I have a 2. You do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I have one. And Tide is on a mission, right?
Yeah.
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 I'm on a mission. I'm determined.
Oh, this is
Pack it
interesting. Tide, as a genasi, how old are you? I know that's a question you probably shouldn't be asked, but have you been around a while?
I've been around
multiple
for a good bit.
For
Yeah.
multiple generations?
Yes, multiple generations.
Okay.
At least.
At least. Okay. Well, at a 17 for the survival, there's a period of time where, when any region is expanding, that oftentimes buildings are built off templates. right? To make things easy so that you can be like, send X amount of brick to this location and X amount of brick, and they're the same building. Makes things easy for lords or people that rule over large portions of land. This is like a little bit of a strange second nature to you. Maybe it's because you've seen this building before, or maybe it's not this building but another one like it. It has the basic structure of a large lighthouse, like fort and lighthouse. And your feet, well, I say your feet, maybe you float, but you move with no problem, as if you know exactly where you're going. Through the dining hall, down to the left, and every room, each room seems to collect more and more stuff. Bigger things, stacks of books, lots of scrolls. Each room may be dedicated to another thing, and the average person may get lost, but Ty is on a mission. And you come to the backside of what is a dusted, decrepit library that smells of mothballs and just rotten, damp paper. And there is a staircase that seems to spiral upwards.
Okay. I'm gonna have, because it hasn't been a full hour yet, I'm assuming.
It has not been. I probably not.
Okay. Then my badgers are still up. So I would probably have them go first, kind of like sniff out, kind of like have them, you
Is
know,
it safe?
be like little watchdogs. Yeah.
Okay. How
Let me
far
know if
up
they
do
hear
you...
anything.
I was about to say, how far up do you send them?
I send them probably about 10, 15 feet.
Okay. They do up these stairs, and then you hear them like stop. Their feet stop, and then all of a sudden the sound of their feet come walking at your feet, like out of the side of the room, and they look very confused.
They're right next to me.
Yeah, they appear like right at your feet, like where the stairs start again.
What that?
Are they lost? Long way
Yeah,
up.
I send them to go again.
Same thing. What were you saying? What was Pasha saying?
Just, I was asking if they were lost. It looks like it's far up there.
But
Is
Pasha,
that not meant
Did
to
you-
happen?
well, if they are to go up, they wouldn't be down here.
So then why did they come back down then?
They didn't come back down. They
Oh.
came from behind us.
Oh.
And then they scutter out once again, like out of the shadows, as if they were, and they're not going upstairs anymore. They just kind of walk out where the stairs begin once again.
Maybe there's another way. Like if they're going up and then going down somewhere else and then coming back up. Like it's a...
An infinite staircase.
Well, it can't be infinite since they keep ending up here. But
So maybe a loop?
Maybe?
The badgers look like, because they are caught in the loop. You are not.
I mean, you gonna go?
Oh
You could try it and see what happens. Well,
I
I'll
mean-
wait here.
I mean, you could try it
I
while we
could.
wait here.
Are your
Wanna try
badgers
it together,
broken?
No, my badges are not broken, and I like kind of like hold my hand out, like it's okay, just stay right there.
But your badgers don't seem to be doing it right. It is a staircase.
Well, to be fair, we're also not really in the normal plane as well, where a normal staircase.
I will
work.
go. And then
I will start heading towards the staircase,
I don't think that's a good idea.
it'll be fine.
and I start heading up the staircase because it's.
Oh no. Are there any like downstairs, or is it all? straight up?
That's a good question. It's kind of like, so it's, the room itself is rather circular. It's only about 10 foot by 10 foot, and there's like a really tight spiral that goes up, and it, on the floor you stand on, there are two doors on either side, like the north and the south kind of ends of the circle. So the stairs could go on, but you'll have to like go to the other side and look into that set of door. Does that make sense to see if it continues
Yeah.
down?
I will have the badgers. I'll have them follow her. 'Cause
Okay.
I don't want her going off by herself.
Okay. Palu, you start up the stairs. How far do you go?
As far as it'll let me go.
Okay. You start ascending the stairs. You can see something that they cannot. The badgers, because, well, they're badgers. Going up the stairs, there are small, like, windows that to the average person would be about eye line high, that you would be able to, like, see out. When you look out those windows, if you look out those windows, there is what should be out there, which is, like, empty open space and a giant cavern. That's not what you see.
What do I see?
You see a beautiful coastline, a sea line, jagged and kind of rugged. No sandy beach here, and you can hear the waves if you get closer to the window crashing as if it's really happening. And the moon and stars. It's night.
I would be looking out these windows and I would call back to them.
I could see an ocean and it looks very nice. There's windows.
And I would just keep on going.
Yeah, you probably walk another 10 steps or so, and you end up you end up back where you started. You kind of walk out of around the corner and you're standing back in front of Pasha and Tide and Gold. And the badgers bump into your heels if you know, because you stop.
Wait. Your
Oh,
badgers
it
are
just-
not broken.
I think you did the stairs wrong.
Really? What gave you that idea?
Are you broken, Palu?
I don't believe I'm broken.
I'll start patting myself down.
You don't
From-
look broken.
What happened is I went up the stairs, I looked out the window. There were little windows, and there was a big ocean and the moon and the stars, and it looked very nice, but then I turned a corner and now I'm back here.
That's almost exactly what the badgers did.
Yes, but the badgers did not tell you about the windows.
I didn't ask the badgers to tell me what they saw.
And why did you send them up the stairs?
To make sure there wasn't any traps.
Huh?
Can your badgers talk?
No.
Well, how would we have known about the traps then? Would they have died?
Not very nice.
The badgers look at each other like, man.
Maybe
I look
we
at
should
Gold. I look
try-
at Gold and I go, it's better than sending you.
That's true. She only has 8 lives left.
You only have 8 lives left. That's not very many.
Well, I went and I survived it. It was not very scary and I saw no traps.
Maybe
Maybe
we
we
should
should-
go downstairs.
Oh.
We're
And then-
in.
We'll end
Like-
up. Yeah.
You pointed out that we're in opposite shadow, and snake doesn't taste nice here. So
I'll go.
maybe.
And
Up,
then Palu's
down.
gonna start heading towards
I-
the stairs that go
I like
down.
face
I
palm and
follow.
I like say, please follow her before she so we know.
It seems like a thing that could happen, honestly.
Okay, Palu, there's like an archway that matches the one you exit on the opposite side of this little circular room, and as you round the corner with purpose into the kind of the darkness, I'm gonna have you make a dexterity check.
Cool.
Sorry.
Okay. A dexterity check, not a saving throw.
I'll let you make it a save
Okay.
because you are safe.
16.
Okay, that's pretty good. Your foot slips as if the ground drops out from underneath you, not at like a 90-degree angle drop, but as if it becomes slippery and slick in some way, a slide, and you manage to catch yourself. You don't go down, but one of your feet kind of comes out from underneath you, showing you that in the darkness here, it seems that there are no stairs down. There is a slide down.
You just hear
Oh,
Palu like grabs the walls and like holds herself up.
there appear to be no stairs. but I could slide down it.
The badgers look to Tide. Like, should we?
Shall I slide?
Yep.
No.
Go for
No.
I heard Gold say yup, and I let go and I slide down.
It'll be fine. Just
I'm going to make. You know what? This is too much of a character moment. Palu, I don't know where Palu's like totally hails from and what the world is like there. But have you ever been like sliding or ice sledding in some way? Because this is very similar, except just in the dark. And what you're sliding down is rock, and it's very slick and muddy, like oily, slick and muddy.
It's probably reminiscent of when I was a kid and I'd play with my friends on the ice, except that it's viscous and it's clinging to me, but I can't see anything, so I don't know what's on me.
Yeah, it's real thick. But I'm gonna just have you. I'm gonna have you make an athletics check, or a save. I'll let you make it a save, athletics check, or you can make a dexterity save, whichever you prefer.
Okay.
I had to think through that one through.
I'll do an athletics check if
Yeah.
15.
Okay, to 15. You feel the slide end, come to like a prompt end, and your feet and your boots start to fill with water, and you're up to some kind of viscous slime like knee high.
I would call up to see if they could hear me.
I made it to the bottom. Are you there?
Can we hear her?
I would think so. It's like a metal hole. So yes.
Yeah, said she'd be fine.
I've landed in some slime. Hey, Gold, can you throw your glowy knife down?
No.
Could you throw down a torch?
Here you go. Lunk.
Oh, interesting. Oh, I should check something. That could have. Hang on. I need to make sure this what you're standing is not flammable.
Oh no.
Oh God.
I just need to make sure it doesn't have any additional properties as viscous goo. Where is it? Oh wait, I pulled
Throw
up
my
on
nice
20.
knife. Won't even light up for you. Probably.
Okay. Okay, it is non-flammable. It literally says that. Okay. Okay.
God.
Yeah, okay. The torch actually lands. It does float, and you can see it doesn't catch it is on fire, but it does begin to light the area, and you can see you're currently in a kind of large another kind of cavern, but this water is about knee high, and it's yellowish in color, kind of thick, and you can see like nasty. Well, do you have dark vision or low light vision?
No, I don't have any.
No, okay. You can feel that the what you're standing in is slowing your pace if you try to move, and you seem to be walking on what might be like rocks or rubble, or you're not entirely sure, but there's a lot of like loose things under your feet.
It's just kind of gooey down here. It's maybe a sewer system?
And I'd reach in and start touching the goo.
Okay. You scoop your hand in it. It runs like an egg, like a fresh egg, like through your fingers. It's kind of the consistency of it.
Okay.
Let me make sure that there's no. It just makes it difficult to rain. As it goos down, you realize it doesn't stop like dripping from your hands, and it kind of now sticks, and it becomes difficult to like move your hand again. And the longer you're in it, the harder it becomes to move. I'm gonna have you make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
All right. Strength saving throw.
You're beginning to get
13.
Oh no, your hand. You can feel it like running. It's like it hardens. It's like when you put fire to honey. It gets like really sticky, and now you can't move this hand or your feet. You seem to be restrained in some way.
I do. If this is a sewer system, it's a very odd sewer system. I can't move as easily as I did before. I could use some assistance.
But as I say that, I'm gonna try to break free. At
Okay.
least my arm.
Yeah.
from this.
You'll make just a straight strength check at a DC 15. Hey! you really have to like, "Ugh!" And it breaks free, and you feel the oil like it's almost like when you put chocolate on the ice cream and it's still gooey on the inside, but it gets all hard on the outside. It's like that. It was like hardening down on you, but you couldn't, and you broke it. Now it's all like oil again. Great.
So, really, so it's hardening around my legs too.
Yeah, the longer you like move around, the more you stand there. Yes.
Okay.
But you're not restrained at the moment. You can still move. You're just moving at a really slow pace. You can feel it. It's like trudging through really thick sand or something. It's real dense.
Is there any sort of like landing, or can I see ahead of me like a place to pull myself up on or anything?
Oh, you can make another perception check. Because your passive's not going to, you're gonna have to really like, okay. Yeah, you kind of look around. You don't see, there's a very small ledge like in a sewer system that like rats would like crawl on either side. And then it kind of goes up into this arch ceiling where the slide drops in. But instead you find a drain. A small drain in the bottom, like it's like a grate of some kind that you could try to plug free if you wanted to.
Okay. I think the first thing I would do is, can I get myself out of this and kind of put my 2 legs on the ledge and hold myself up above the goo? Mission Impossible style?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna make you make an athletics check for that one too.
Okay. 22.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, and now you're sticky.
Okay.
So
I would call up.
I got out of it. I don't know that I need assistance immediately.
And if I see the drain, I don't want to stick my weapon in there, but I feel like, can I take my great club and try to quickly hit the drain to break it, to hopefully open it and drain out this liquid?
Yeah. You can, okay, so here's the deal. Are you gonna try to hold this pose and make the attack?
Ideally, yes.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna make you make the attack at disadvantage then, because you're still holding your body weight, Mission Impossible style, on the ceiling, and you're swinging at this drain in the floor, and you're having to swing through, like, yeah. Let's.
Okay. So do I just roll great club for that?
Yeah, just do it with disadvantage.
Okay. How do I roll at disadvantage? Do I roll it twice?
Yeah, you can just. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll just take the lowest of your 2 rolls. Okay, a 13. Okay, all you needed was a 10. The Great Club, it's almost like it hits Jello as you like swing through this dense oil, and you smash into the floor. It doesn't like break open. In fact, you see it just like, and it just kind of begins to crack, and then that crack grows, and then the next one grows, and then it breaks open the whole floor, and it spills free into another chamber beneath, much farther beneath.
So there's no floor now.
Yeah. Correct.
I dealt with the liquid. I can try to catch each of you if you want to come down.
No, not really.
And while I'm saying that, can I see anything in the chamber below?
That's great. You are in the prime position for it. As you look down, you see all the oil like fall, and it kind of turns into droplets, and eventually it hits more liquid, what seems to be water. But as you hang there, you get the feeling, the smell of sea salt, and of the fresh ocean in some way, and you hear the sounds of waves crashing along kind of a rocky shoreline. But in terms of what you see, no, it seems to be darkness, and some like way down there darkness.
The goo fell down into another room, and it smells like the ocean. but there's no floor currently, so I would have to catch you, but I can't see anything in the chamber.
Wait, how are you still in the chamber if there's no floor?
I pulled myself up on the wall.
Wow. Impressive.
I'm very strong.
I'm gonna turn to Tide. So I don't think the stairs down is the way up now.
Really? What gave you that idea?
Well, Halu fell down a slide and then she was in a room with oil and now there's no floor. And it fell down into into somewhere that smells of sea salt. And I don't think the tower smells of sea salt. So that's pretty solid reason, I guess.
I'm going to walk down the stairs, but I'm very carefully because I don't want to, fall.
Okay.
Where like Paulu's at.
Okay. It is a slide basically.
Oh, it's a slide?
Yeah, it's like a slide.
Okay.
There are no like proper stairs. You can kind of see when you get to the edge that it drops down into a slick slide.
You say that there is. Actually, okay, I'm gonna yell down to Paulu. Do you see any water?
Do I see any water or hear it?
You definitely heard it. But the longer that you stayed there, you realize the reason you can't see below is because it's like it's because you're actually it's like about 50 or 60 feet below you, and it's like you're under the water looking up at something like the night sky, and you see this like the beacon, right, of a lighthouse spin every once in a while, and every time it comes around it lights from you under it, but you are not under the water. It's like an illusion of some kind.
I do not see the water. It's a little bit confusing down here, though I see a light from a lighthouse occasionally.
Where's the light coming from?
So do I just see like the light just light up stuff? Do I not actually
It's
know
like
where
you're
coming?
near a shoreline. You can see the shadow of a large building kind of off on your right, which maybe you can assume is this building. You're not entirely sure. As the light comes around each time, you kind of get the vibe that it's emanating from a centralized point. So there's got to be a large building. But again, it's like you're laying on your back, 100 feet under the water, looking up at the surface.
It's almost as if it's above me.
But you hear the water?
There is water, but it's almost like I'm also under the water. It's like an illusion.
I have the crystal ball and I give it to Gold. And I say, hold this for now.
Forever.
For now. Close
Thank
enough.
you.
I just said close enough. All right. Okay, so I'm going to take my staff and I'm going to give it to Asha. And I'm going to say, hold this.
Okay.
Okay, I can see where it could be really crazy. I like turn and I look at both of them and I go, God, I hope this works. I am going to slide down the slide.
Okay. Wowzer.
Don't die.
Do you give Paulu any heads up?
I tell Paulu, I said, I'm sliding down. Don't catch me.
Okay, but what if I should catch you
Do not
first?
catch me.
Okay,
I'm going to
but I
try
don't...
something. Do not.
There's the goo.
No. No. Just trust me.
Okay, but I told you about the goo.
I know you did.
All
And
right.
I'm gonna go down.
Okay. You take the slide. You gain speed rather quickly. You can feel it's rough. It's still a stone, but it's slick with this whatever this nasty stuff Paulu was talking about was. And you come like straight out of this hole. Paulu, you see Tide like shoot free and begin to free fall. And yeah.
So as I'm free falling, like I'm going like this, I'm going. What do I see like above me right after I get out?
The same thing. As soon as you come out, there's no floor anymore, and you are now falling towards being underwater, like laying on your back underwater. You're barreling towards the surface.
I cast control water
Okay. How close do you want to be? Because you got about 50 feet of falling.
because if it's 100 feet within like my range, I'm going to control water and I'm going to have
Okay.
it grab me because it's above
Oh
me,
yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have it essentially
Okay.
shoot out like a geyser, like downwards, and I'm gonna have it catch me.
Okay. Apollo, you witness Tide come barreling out, and this illusion, this darkness of water, Tide in, and Tide, the water grabs hold of you as if it is alive, but it's like not alive, and it shot puts you out of the surface. And as you break the water, it's like it inverts. You flip again. And now you're barreling towards the tip of the lighthouse. Upside down.
Gosh, oh
You're what would you like to do? You're like, but you're falling to the top of the lighthouse, which is now upside down and inverted.
no! I am going to.
Would you like to try to grab it as you pass by it?
Yeah, can I try and grab it?
Yeah, you totally can. An athletics or some kind of dexterity check, an acrobatics check, I would take.
Oh gosh, I'm terrible at at all these. Okay. Oh no, I got one in a row. We still try.
It's gonna be great.
Oh no!
Oh no. Okay. You at a 9. You miss the side of the building, and you begin trying to grab for anything and everything that you can. The very last thing, you can't grab any of the beams. There's you can't even get yourself right. The last thing that you're managed to grab hold of is the end of the flag that stands at the very top of the lighthouse. And you now are holding it upside down as it blows, and you're witnessing a scene from upside down, basically, against gravity in a weird way. The lighthouse spins around, and every time it does, and it lights the same, you witness a ship coming into shore. And the light seems to be getting dim with the rain and the wind, that you're flapping and hanging on to the edge of this flag. A ship, a large cargo vessel, crashes ashore just on the other side. You can see it. There's lightning and thunder. And somewhere in the midst of all of it, you think you hear laughter, a dense kind of rumble, guttural excitement in the happening of more souls lost to the sea. And you see on the flag that you were desperately grasping to is a two-headed serpent, the two-headed dragon of Sigotin, as you look down upon, or up really, upon his temple, or this home as it once stood.
Do I see the ripples of where I came out of from the
Yeah,
water?
you can see the water nearby where it shot put you out. You're now again, it's upside down of that, so the water's now up here again, and you're hanging on. You could try to control water again to make it grab you. If it's within 100 feet.
I'm going to see if it can grab me so I can get down, or
Yeah, it can pull you back.
Or, will kind of pull me, because I don't want to go complete. I don't want to leave, but I
You want to be right side up.
Yeah, right side up, essentially, if I can.
All right. Yeah, you can control the water. It reaches up and it grabs you, right? It splashes with the storm that is already here. And as it reaches up and grabs you and kind of brings you under this little water bubble as it begins to move you back towards the sea, and you tip upright, you can see in the water around the edge of this, the large two-headed serpent as it figure eights in the sea, right underneath the crashing of this vessel. waves like toss you up onto a sandy shore. And as soon as you touch it and you are up like right, you realize you are on the outside of the building that you entered 30 minutes to an hour ago, give or take. The one that you walked in, it's washed you back from the illusion into the space where this building was ripped free. There is no sand, there is no water, there is no longer a flag.
I'm trying to decide if I really want to do this, but okay.
Well,
I'm
I
controlling
was about to
water
say,
right now, so-
while you decide, we cut back to Gold and Pasha and Palu. Palu, you're still hanging on. You have heard nothing from Tide. You did see something weird. Tide was like blowing in the breeze way, way on the other side of the water line, and then came splashing back down and disappeared. Gold.
Tide came
Pasha.
down.
She did? Is she? Wait, where is she?
I don't know. There was a big splash, and then I think she went swimming.
That sounds right.
What?
Should I jump in too to go swimming?
No, maybe we should pull you up. Does anybody have any rope?
I can breathe underwater though.
Oh,
If you want to go swimming,
maybe you could go look for her. But we'd never get you back up.
well, why not? She can climb, but if she's holding onto walls.
Didn't Tide
Right.
say that
True.
she could breathe underwater too?
I think
Can
so.
she?
Also,
Okay.
She's bossy with water, if you remember.
I just remember one day I
Like with
think we were
everything.
arguing about it, and I said I could breathe underwater, and then she said she could breathe underwater too, and
No.
so
I can
I
breathe
asked-
underwater too. Maybe I should go down the slide. Ooh.
I could catch you, and then we could decide together.
Okay, I'm coming. And I literally just like jump down the slide.
This turtle, oh my god, this just makes me so happy. You come like splooshing, like down this rocky slide. This is perfect for you, and you come like out the end. Palu, you're gonna have to make a check here. I'm just gonna have you make a strength save to catch Pasha and to keep yourself there.
Okay. 10.
No, 10 would have been enough to keep you there. But as Pasha's body comes like out the end, and you go to maybe catch hold of an arm or a rear leg, you do. But the stickiness of the oil has worn off, and you feel your hand begin to slip, and you and Pasha begin falling. You are, as you fall, you feel like you plummet into the water and shoot out the other side. The same thing that kind of happened to Tide, except there was no slowing down of the momentum with the water. You are just like, shot put out the other side. The world tumbles inverted, and you two begin tumbling to the top of the lighthouse. The light is like spinning, it's raining, there's thunder and lightning. I'm gonna give both of you a chance to do something.
Am I able to catch him?
You're not there.
Oh, I didn't. I'm in like. Oh,
You basically are at the back
Yeah.
at the beginning.
Yeah, I'm at the. Oh no.
I think the first thing I would do is, if we're near the lighthouse, I would try to grab hold of the lighthouse.
Okay. Let you make the acrobatics, the athletics checks, or some kind of strength save.
I'll do athletics. 11.
An 11. You just needed a 10. You reach out and your body, it pulls. You can see even the muscles, Palu, on your arms really wrench as it catches yourself from this like free tumbling fall against kind of inverted gravity. But
Am I near her?
yes, you kind of hear Palu grab hold of what is basically a bar around the edge of near the kind of top of the lighthouse, like a bar. Pasha, are you just gonna free fall, or do you have
I imagine I'd be spinning a little, but I tried to just like as my shell spins around, like grab her leg.
Okay, so you can make as well, and I would say this one would be athletics or some kind of dex save to catch Palu's.
Oh God.
A 6. You catch Palu's foot and rip free Palu's boot.
Oh.
Can I try? Did I already use my one thing? Can I not
That
like
was
try to?
you can. How would you like to help? I'll give Pasha advantage if you help in some way.
When you reach for my foot, I will try to use my legs to wrap around you, your little shell, and
Okay.
try to hold you between
Make-
my thighs or my calves.
Make an athletics check again. We'll take the higher of the two.
Oh God.
First off, I don't know that you've ever had to like thigh hug a tortoise shell before, but it's not terribly comfortable. As you begin to wrap around, you can feel it is as if the wind from the storm pushes the wrong way against everything, and it begins to pull. And Pasha is there, but is not going to stay there. Like, she's slipping Palu. Both, it's going to be the both of you or just you. Yeah.
Can I do anything? Can I do something risky?
I
feel like
love risk.
I feel like I can feel like Pasha's starting to slip. I imagine like when you squeeze something between your hands, it starts to like almost pop out. I can feel like you moving, and so I go, I gotta try to grab Pasha. And like, is there another bar underneath the one that I've grabbed that I could try to let go, grab Pasha, and then grab the other bar?
So basically you want to like let go to get better grab Pasha to re-grab the okay. I'm just gonna have you make one more flat athletics check to do all of that. You are Palu, of course. Nobody's here to even see you do these amazing things.
I know no one's gonna know of my greatness.
I can't really see, but I can feel her squeezing me. Palu, your legs are so strong.
That works a 13. It is not pretty. Basically what happens is you let go and the wind catches you, and you now you have this flat turtle like wrapped in your legs. Y'all are not aerodynamic in any way, and the wind just kind of catches you and pushes both of your bodies back against the wind. And Paula, you reach out and manage to grab the edge of the last bar that puts you right at the top where the lighthouse is as the light comes around, and you can see the wind and the rain are pummeling it, and there is a man up there. He doesn't seem to notice the two of you flapping in the wind, but he's actively trying to stoke the flame that is trying to dim out. And you can see he runs up to the edge and he looks out, and if you look, you see the ship as it crashes upon the shore. Something from underneath explodes and the ship begins to go down. You can maybe in the distance hear the faint screams of the people that are going under on board. And he says, "No, please, please," as he runs back over and he begins to try to stoke the fire again, making the lighthouse ever brighter.
Don't look directly into the light.
But it's
Pasha, are you okay?
pretty. I think so. You grabbed me and you're very strong. That's amazing.
Thank you, Pasha. I just wanted you to be okay. I didn't expect us to fly towards the sky when we
Yeah.
fell.
That was confusing. I thought we'd be underwater. Also, I'm sorry that I kind of took off your shoe. Here, I'll try and put it back on your foot. It's a little inconvenient right now, but I'm trying. I try to get her boot like partially back on her
Yeah,
foot.
you like slot it back on and pull the little piece that like tightens it down around so that you don't go anywhere. Cat's timed out. Cat. Anyways, you're basically flapping there. You witness the scene. He, in the midst of this, runs over and again tries to witness this boat going down, and this time he sees something else. He sees this figure, this large shadowy creature in the water. And you hear him kind of whisper, like scream no into the night sky, like into the storm. And it's almost inaudible with the crashing of the waves and the lightning and such, but he screams it out nonetheless.
I yell down the slide, hello?
Gold, your echo. There's like an echo. You don't hear anything. You're standing by two badgers. They look at you.
Hi. Is everyone dead? Okay. I mean, I feel like would you disappear if Tide was dead? Okay. So I do have to share. Right. After you? Yeah, go on. I'm just like pushing one of them. You left one, that's you. Your turn.
One of them like tucks its hindquarters like the way you cat like gets pushed up to water, and it's like and as you kind of dump it off, it's belly first. This badger's like and is belly first and begins the process, the same process, the falling. The water comes bursting out the other side. Pasha and Palu, as you're both flapping in the wind together, holding on for your dear life as you're witnessing this strange series of events of this man who's trying to light this lighthouse. You don't even know what's going on. Now is a flying badger.
Whoa! I think that was one of Tide's little friends.
I didn't know her badgers could fly.
I didn't either.
The last badger, cutscene. The last badger looks up at you, go like, please don't push me. Like big badger eyes.
No, I only needed to push one of you. I'm not going. It's sticky.
It sits down.
I'm gonna sit down too. So, do you have anything to eat? 'Cause
He like gestures like, I'm a badger.
what?
No.
Yeah. Okay. So the doors that were in this room, one was to go upstairs and one was to go down the slide, right?
Correct. And then there was a door you actually entered that kind of leads you back into the
Right.
main building.
I'm gonna go back into the table room, and I'm just gonna be like,
Yeah, you walk back in. Tide, you hear the scuttle of somebody inside of, like, near the front of the building. Because you basically started back at go. Like, scuttering around in the gold.
I will cautiously make my way over to the noise.
It's gold in it's gold in the dining room with trinkets.
sounds like a great game.
Like, wait. So to clarify too, Gold just like dumped my badgers down the slide and then walked away.
Dumped a badger.
Oh, a badger and then
A
walked
badger
away.
and then walked away.
And then I'm back.
And you're back at the
Essentially-
start of where
of where we all started.
Yeah. Because it dumped you on the shore when the illusion
Yeah.
stopped of the lighthouse, which is where you're currently at.
I'm gonna cautiously walk on over. Gold.
Oh. Hi, Tide.
Tide looks extremely. She looks shocked and both like
Is
she's
she sticky
looking
from the
around, trying to
slide?
like think. She's
Yeah,
like
but-
very cautious because she's like, Gold, is that you?
Well, I mean, the badgers told me you weren't dead, so how did you get over there?
Where is Pasha?
I don't know.
What do you mean? Did she just walk off or
Oh, she went down the slide.
what?
I think Halu caught her, though. Maybe. I don't know. They both started shouting.
They both started shouting like what? Like bad, like distress, like or
Yeah.
okay. I will rush on back over to the the staircase.
Oh, I'll
And-
follow after. I'm like, well, they didn't answer me when I said hello. You know, what else? as a tabaxi to do.
Okay, so if I went down there, and as I went down, I technically went up, and then I came back here, and then I landed down, and then I came back here, and then Gold's here, and so if I go back down there, I'm literally just gonna go back up. I'm gonna go down, and so I'm literally talking. Gold just sees me like
Trying
doing
to
like
piece
these-
it together.
Is
It's
this
a
one of
loop.
the times where I shouldn't distract you? Or...
No, it's a loop. I think it's. So, remember how going up the stairs, the Badgers and Palu went up the stairs. They ended back at the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Well, remember when she went down? When she went down, she ended up.
No, I don't remember that.
No. I'm just telling. That's what happened. I slid down the slide. I went down
so like
the stairs.
I said, then.
And I went, instead of going down, I went up. And I fell into, or up into the water, and, oh gosh, I think I'm getting vertigo.
You fell up into the water.
I fell up into the water, and now I'm here. So, I'm gonna whistle for my other badgers, or if any badgers that can hear me. 'Cause I don't know what
Okay.
happened to my third one.
That's true. Okay, so one badger comes bustling out of some like gold and stuff where it was digging with gold, and it is like attentive and here and present.
Where's the other one?
I followed you down the slide.
Followed me down. It has to be outside then. We have to go back outside. Come on. And I'm gonna like grab Gold by her scarf or whatnot. And I'm gonna be like, let's go. And I'm like, I tell the badger to come follow me. The one, I don't know where the other two is, so.
Okay. Yeah, you bustle outside just in time to hear. "Wah!" It's falling from the ceiling of outside directly towards you. One of you are welcome to try to catch him.
Yes. I would like to try to catch the
Great. The
badger.
other badger is like spinning in circles, like. You can go ahead and try to save this badger. An athletics check or a dexterity save would do it.
Oh no.
Can I use Flash of Genius? So, well, I don't know if it'll help. It'll be +4.
Okay, I mean that makes it a 12. That does help. That's the difference between a success and not a success.
I mean, yeah, I'll help with
Okay.
that.
You hear it's like, "Wah!" Poof, and it tied. You catch. It knocks you and the badger to the ground. There was a lot of like energy behind this fall.
Imagine I just shouted to the left a bit.
Yeah.
The other left.
And the other badger looks very relieved. It almost faints when you catch the falling one. And just as you and the badger's body hit, the camera cuts once again to the harsh conditions of Pasha and Palu flapping in the wind.
Has the momentum stopped? Like, we're not being thrown upward anymore, right?
You're not. You're basically hanging onto the ledge of the lighthouse in the midst of a massive storm, but you're upside down. You're inverted.
Can I somehow climb around and get us onto the ledge of the
Yep.
lighthouse?
It'll be that same wonderful, glorious athletics check.
Okay. I'll call down to Pasha.
Hold on, I'm gonna try something.
And,
Okay, and I just grab her leg as hard as I can.
23.
Okay, a 23. Yeah, you're upside down. You like loop. Palu loops Pasha. You're all locked into place, and Palu, you begin climbing upside down, inverted. Like, are you going down the lighthouse or are you going into the lighthouse? Like, what is your trajectory? Because you succeed.
Well, I know allegedly the pearl is maybe in the lighthouse, maybe. Or we were supposed to head to the top of the lighthouse. I'm gonna head to the landing of like the outside of the lighthouse.
Okay.
Do you-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you sling your foot, you look like a Ninja Turtle carrying Pasha on your back, I imagine. If you like sling both of you up and over the side, and as you do, the room rights itself and snaps back upright. It's rather discombobulating, in fact. And now there is no man here who is screaming over the death of these people or trying to stoke the fire of it. The lighthouse is silent. There's no wind. There's no rain. There's no crashing waves. It's the silence of a crypt once again. Everything is dusty and dark. And in front of you, you can see in kind of a centralized room on the top edge is this orb, this kind of pearlescent orb that sits in the center where the fire should burn.
Oh, that was easy.
And I'll head over to it and try to either if there's a door or honestly try to smash through the glass to get to the pearl.
Well, this is a centuries-old lighthouse, so what glass has already been smashed through, and there is no door. It stands mostly open. Like on either side, there are two entrances to it. So you can pretty much walk right in.
I am, I'm still wobblingly trying to get up, and because I kind of ended up on my back. so-
Yeah, you're like, ugh.
Wait. What about the others? Should we wait for the others?
Well, the pearl is here. We could get it and then we could just go down.
That's true. Okay, go grab it then. I'm right behind you. It's just a little hard to get up.
I'm sure you see Palu just doing that stumble walk, but just trying to get to the pearl, banging into the wall and the edge of the landing. But as I go to reach for the pearl, I remember the snake giving us their replacement.
Yeah.
Oh. Do you have the thing that we need to put here?
Oh, I think didn't Tide have that?
Oh.
I
Wait.
think we.
Have
Pasha would've
anything in
seen-
your shell?
Did Pasha see me give it to Gold?
Unless you hit it, I would,
Pasha-
yeah.
You passed
Yeah.
Pasha the staff then as well. So.
Yeah, I gave Pasha my staff and I gave Gold the orb.
Yeah. I think Gold has it.
Oh.
Hmm.
Do you have anything we could put in its place in your shell?
I don't know. There's a lot. There's some.
Gold's not
rings.
going to give that back. You all know that, right?
Yeah. Well, we could give her something else for it, like maybe this little silver button, or maybe this little rock, or maybe this weird little toy, cat toy. I don't know. Maybe this cat toy could work. It's kind of a similar shape. It's fuzzy though, but it's shiny like a pearl. I don't know.
How heavy is it? If I put my hand out, because I felt we've all kind of handled the other pearl at some point.
Yeah.
So this looks similar to the other pearl that
so
the god swallowed, right?
thing is it's like a soccer ball, but some of the slices are furry and some of the slices are shiny and metallic, and it jingles and it has catnip inside. I was gonna give it to Gold later.
That doesn't look like what the snake gave us, though.
No, I don't know. Maybe we should go try and get the thing. Do you think we could make our way from here back to where we were? There has to be another way.
Maybe.
Pasha, you were still near the edge. Paula went in to check the ore or the pearl, but you were still near the edge. Do you have good vision?
Don't think I do.
Yeah, it's
actually.
pretty standard.
Yeah.
I'll give you a chance to maybe roll a perception as you right yourself and get off your back near the edge.
Oh.
Okay, you see way down there at the very beginning entrance where the original spell was cast, the light came all the way up here and banged, right? Way down there is a very tiny Tide and a very tiny Gold and two little brown dots that are running about.
Oh wait, Palu, I think I see the badgers and Tide and Gold. I think maybe that's them. Definitely the badgers.
Well, why are they down there?
I don't know. Gold! Tide!
Tide and Gold, you can also roll a perception just to see if you hear it while you're both way down there.
Okay, let me see. Perception.
Pretty good. Yeah. Tide, you
I got
don't.
sand in my ears.
Yeah. That was a lot. Like between the yeah, you're a little disoriented. Gold, on the other hand, Gold, you hear somebody call your name from way up there.
Hello? Semi-quietly. Did you hear that?
Gold! I have a special cat toy for you. It jingles. And I like jingle it really hard. And it has catnip inside.
I'm holding the badger like a baby, and I was like, I'm all ragged. I don't hear anything. What?
I feel like someone's shouting me. There's a bell.
I look at the other badger. Do you hear anything?
Do badgers have good hearing? We have a badger character sheet, don't we?
Yeah, let me check that real quick.
The badgers will roll for this. If you want to hit their dark vision and passive perception of 11. Yeah, they don't really have great perception.
They have acute hearing in real life.
Badgers have advantage on wisdom checks that rely on smell. They do nod to you that they do smell catnip.
Catnip?
They smell something. I don't know what, but something familiar.
Well, I think it might have been Pasha. But it
Up
was
here!
upwards. I'm just
Do they
gonna
not
be
hear you,
squinting.
Pasha?
Don't think so.
If they
I
went,
don't know.
if they went down, then they would come back up here. They would be here. So if they did go down, then where did they? land?
They're up.
I will try to scream at them. And you just hear,
Palu.
ah! Gold! Tide!
I didn't do it as loud as Palu
Yes.
really would have done it, but
it
it's at
was
the top of
Yeah.
yeah.
Top of your lungs, you scream down. A few rocks like fall from the ceiling, just little ones, and there's like some crumbling. But yes, Tide and Gold, you very clearly hear Palu's booming voice.
Definitely you heard it that time. See?
I did.
Up.
Somewhere. Maybe. Do you see them?
I am peering upwards to try and like see them.
Yeah, I think as long as you don't have any kind of impaired vision, if you squint, you can see to the right because they're at the very top of a lighthouse. You're at the very bottom, and this is a oversized lighthouse built on the top of a kind of castle like fort. So it's way up there, but you're pretty sure you see them.
Oh, I think that's them. Looks like a shell.
How did they?
Do we see like they're looking at us kind
I'm
of now?
waving, like, hello.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
I
like-
imagine so. Yeah.
We're like waving back.
I would scream.
We found the pearl!
We need the other one.
Like side eyes to Tide.
I hold my hand out.
Give her a high five.
For now. That's what we said.
That's what you said.
Okay, that is what I said, but I need that, remember? That one is not for you. We need the real one for
I
you
know,
to
but
hold.
do I get the real one? Remember?
Yes, you get to hold the real one. Hold the real one.
I'm still still want my button back
You-
and the pillow.
All right, how about this? If we get that one back, if you give me that one, I will let you go back over there and you can go dig and find whatever you want and you can take it with us. But I need that. I need the orb.
So Gold knows that we do need to give it back, but she's difficult. I guess. You have to help me find something really good though first.
All right, and I turn around and I shout back up. I go, hold on a second. We have to find something for Gold.
I
Okay.
have catnip. Tell her I have catnip. And a toy.
Pasha has catnip and a toy.
I'm not allowed catnip anymore. I was told.
Tell her
it
it's
was
safe
not a good
catnip.
It's all organic.
So,
The catnip is organic and barely traded.
Worst kind. It's like powerful, tied.
I
don't
turn.
understand.
She says no. Just give us a second. So
But there's a
where?
toy weapon.
So
I'm already looking in the.
so where? So Gold goes ahead back inside, and I look. Are they directly where I originally landed when I went through it?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
I'm going to shout to Palu, and I'm going to say, "Are you good at playing catch?"
I didn't grow up playing catch. I've never really tried.
We're going to send the orb up to you, but you're going to need to catch it.
Oh, I could probably try to do that.
Tide goes, you see her arms just, oh, geez, like,
I turn to
Alright.
Pasha.
I don't know why she didn't just say that the first time.
I don't know either.
all right, I run back inside. I'll probably have to
Okay.
roll for some. To, like,
Yeah,
look
okay,
for
so I'm gonna
something
have
good, right?
yeah, so okay, am I to understand you're gonna drop the fake pearl through the slide and then Paulu's gonna catch it as it comes barreling through. Okay. I need each of you to make a check, or better yet, yes, I'm gonna have both of you make a check. Tide, you're gonna make a check, sleight of hand, dexterity. It could be an interesting roll. If you feel like you could do this via smarts in some way, or you could take the slide and pass it off to Polly to make it easier.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So, Paulo, you'll gain advantage here in just a second when you make the dexterity roll to grab the pearl.
Okay.
All right.
It's because Tide's coming with the pearl.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
She's gonna hand it off, like baton style, to you, falling.
Okay.
does Gold give me the pearl? Because we're back inside, and obviously, I think the deal was like Gold needed to find something first, right?
Yeah.
Or, okay. So
Gold.
Grab a tooth from your new friend, the snake. That'd be great. Just collecting teeth now.
You're gonna try to get a tooth from well, you can't actually find the snake. He kind of has disappeared with his mage hands. Now, that being said, you can always roll an investigation to see if you can find other teeth in this hoard.
Well, I'm looking, and the deal was that Tide had to help, so it has to be something good.
would that
which-
be? Do I have to do like insight or something for that to like see if I can find anything like really good?
Yeah, it would be, well, I guess that's really subjective for gold. But you can roll an investigation check to see if you can find anything good.
Okay.
Oh, somebody just filled the salty bar.
Oh no.
Perfect timing. Thank you so much, Jayden.
This can only go great now.
This is perfect.
It might have teeth.
Okay, what did you roll for that investigation? A 16. Not too bad. Not too bad. You're looking for something good, maybe teeth. you
Or
do
buttons.
or buttons. Okay. Ooh.
Or like little
Well,
like
today,
like
she's-
tassels, you know, like
Yes. You find. Here's what you find. You find a box. When you open the box, inside of it are shoulder pommels that have like swooshies on them, and like like the pauldrons. That's what they're called, the shoulder pauldrons. That have swooshies on them, and inside are also cufflinks, matching cufflinks. They are not gold. They seem to be made of some kind of like opalized or like opal or pearl, something that's like nice and kind of light.
so I pick up the box and I turn around. Gold.
Tide.
And I open the box.
And
And I kind of like
the orb at her.
I kind of like jiggle it a little or whatnot, so like,
Yes. And I'm just gonna throw the orb at her now. That I've got.
I'm gonna try and like catch it, like, oh.
Yeah, you trade off box, catch the orb.
All right, and I sprint towards the stairs, and I yell at Gold. I go, get outside and watch them. Like,
Okay. The badgers go running.
yeah, I tell the badgers to go, and then I yell. Hopefully, Gold listens or whatnot. If not,
It was
then
a pretty good trade. Sure.
so I sprint towards the slide, and then I like
Dive
go
in.
down it and I'm holding the pearl or the orb like this.
Okay. Like just like a bullet. Out the other side, everything does that thing again where it inverses and you begin falling towards the top of the lighthouse. Palu Pasha, you see it as Tide comes bursting out of the water in a rather unnatural way.
Whoa.
And Tide comes like this fake pearl extended. Paulo, you need to make a dexterity save. I'll give it a save.
Okay.
At advantage because Tide is there. If you roll really well, you'll get Tide too. An 18. It's so glad it was with advantage. Holy moly. You don't only grab the hand that Tide holds this orb in, but you grab Tide's hand as well and yank Tide from the illusion. And Tide, as you come through the other side of the illusion, it's quiet again. And now you can see down, and way down there, you can see the two badgers running around like crazy, hoping that you're not falling from the sky, and Gold as well. And as they pull you up and over, everything's dusty and gross. And there in the middle at the top of the lighthouse, you see this pearl.
Tide, you came.
I thought you were just gonna throw the orb.
Wasn't sure you were gonna catch it. I had a backup plan if we can't have the orb break, so I was going to have a backup plan if you didn't catch me, but thank goodness you catched me. Thank the goddess.
Well, look, you'll be excited. There's the pearl.
Yeah,
I
it's
am-
right there.
Now, with the serpent, because we saw the serpent, was he above us or
That he was in the water, like below the shipwreck in the illusion. Now you're not in the illusion
Yeah,
anymore,
so-
right? You don't see a serpent.
Okay. Like you see me look around and I look at Pasha and Palu. Did you see the serpent?
On the way in, kinda? Did the serpent eat Gold?
No. But
She's okay?
she's back on the shore. However,
With the badgers?
yes, with the badgers.
Oh.
I didn't see the serpent, but I did see a boat crash,
That's where the serpent was.
and I saw a man who was very bad at his job.
Yes. He was pretty terrible. I only saw him in flashes while I was spinning around. It was fun.
Poor traumatized man.
Right. Well, let's see if we can get this pearl out. However, I don't know how we're supposed to get back down.
I was just gonna ask that. Do we just jump off?
I look over at Alu. Like, any ideas?
I would look because there's no stairwell down, correct?
Oh, there will be. This is just a lighthouse. There'll be stairs back into the main building. It'll be the same spiral flight of stairs you tried to come up earlier.
Oh.
I am so confused. My character is also so confused.
Yeah, it's just a lighthouse right at the top. You just ended up at the top instead of taking the stairs all the way up. But the stairs, yeah, the cursed stairs, yeah, the loop stairs, yeah.
We could try to jump back into the water.
From the top of the lighthouse.
Well,
Yes.
we can all breathe underwater, right? So
But that doesn't guarantee that we'll be able to, land.
We can try the stairs, right?
I mean, I guess we can't really leave.
We could try the stairs again, but I think it'd be kind of fun to jump off the side.
I'm okay with that plan.
We could also try to climb down.
I probably have to hang on to your leg again. That was fun, though.
I could hold on to both of you and we could go down the side. And then if we fell, we would just end up in the water, which would be like plan B.
All right, well, let's focus on getting the pearl. And then I point over at the pearl, and then I point over at Palu. The snake gave it to us for a reason, and I think he wants us to do a quick switcheroo.
Can I do it, or do we need to do two of us at the same time?
I think we need somebody that is good with their hands.
I'm good with my hands.
I meant like sneaky.
Yeah, it's gonna be a sleight of hand check.
I may not be sneaky, but it would be very fun for me to do this. But I understand. I could help. Could I help?
You could. You know what? I know exactly how you can help.
Okay.
You can catch Gold when she flies on up here.
Is Gold coming?
That would be great.
We're going to need to get her up here.
The camera cuts. Is Gold coming?
Doesn't mean us to, or pay to. So I'm hanging out with the badgers again.
Yeah, you're down there. You're looking up at them. They maybe every once in a while you'll see their heads like peer over the edge as they make conversation, but you can't quite make out what they're doing. But you see
just wait
Gold.
for them
Gold is
again.
definitely down there with the badgers.
Yeah. And I'm telling them all about my new cufflinks that I have, gone through heroic deeds to find.
I'm gonna try to shout at Gold. Gold!
What?
Go down the slide.
No.
Your pearl is up here. You'll get paid with that temporarily, and then there'll be cool things after.
But it's sticky.
There's no more sticky stuff. You'll go right through.
I've been paid to get the pearl. Sorry. Stupid. As I head towards the slide.
Do you head over and jump in?
Can I? Can I climb the wall down?
You can sure try. I mean,
I can try to do it.
you want to climb all the way down and into the illusion?
I have a good climbing speed.
Okay. So you got to roll the climb, which is usually a dexterity or an athletics check. So you got to roll to successfully do the climb, and then you can do it very quickly as a tabaxi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Great, a 22. Pasha lied. It's definitely still sticky. It's definitely still sticky. As you kind of begin to get in, it's far too much. And I don't know. How does one climb down a slippery slide, come off the edge, boulder climb upside down to the edge of a massive cavern and into this illusion? Because the water's going to grab you, but,
Well, I imagine it was like along the side. If the slide is quite narrow because it was in that twist, I'm gonna be like shuffling down a little bit.
Yeah, you like you Zelda shimmy all the way down this wall, and
And then there's the chute, and then obviously there's no floor, right? So it's like
right, and you can see like where you get really close to the illusion, and you can now see through the illusion. There's that storm, and you're looking from under the water up at the lighthouse. You don't see all of them, but as soon as you get almost too close, the water reaches out and like snatches you. It like bloops you and slings you into the air. Gold is not falling at quite the speed Tide was. Tide was like in it to win it. But Gold, you're now falling, like everything inverts, and you're now wet and falling through the rain towards Palu Pasha and Tide.
I am gonna try grab literally anything on the way down.
Oh yeah, okay.
And she's also screeching. Like this is
Yeah.
so angry.
Go ahead and make a yeah, you can make another athletics check if you want to actually grab something.
15.
Hey, that's not too bad. Your claws like down the side of the lighthouse and rip free like pieces of stone and brick as the wind and the rain pushes you the wrong direction, like towards all of them. And before you actually make it to the top platform, you are able to kind of lock yourself on a window like a story down from that like round topped platform.
I thought you were gonna catch me. And you said it wasn't sticky.
Sorry. We needed you to get up here. I'll pay you with extra things. I promise. Here.
To be fair, I didn't know it was still sticky.
You went down the slide.
I did, but I didn't experience anything sticky.
Can I
Alright.
be climbing towards them now?
Yeah,
Aren't you less sticky because you went through the water?
yeah. Now you're kind of wet, really.
Well, this is worse, maybe.
And
How do you live on the sea if you hate water so much?
Pretty good wage.
there's
You'll
pie.
get paid more when we're done with all of this.
You climb no problem. But as you're climbing literally like upside down, inverted towards the edge of this lighthouse platform, you're witnessing the same scene over again. The boat crashing, the man desperately trying to get the light on. Now you hear him like weeping as we see I imagine your tail and the first pawed foot, like land on the platform and pull yourself up and over. Imagine your friends are there to help you get up, and as you do it, rips you out of the illusion, and now you're back inside this dusty, forgotten place.
Where's the crying man gone? Whatever.
That's a good
I mean-
question.
You did it! Yay!
Good job.
Like my new pauldrons.
Yeah.
I kind of like, all right, okay.
So
Gold.
yes.
Gold, you are very handy. Definitely handed. We need you to do a little switcheroo.
I'm glad that you think so. What?
Well, are you not skilled in
Many things.
in carefully taking things?
Not so carefully. I just take them.
We have to change out the pearl, and Tide won't let me do it. And so I think you need to do it. And I can help.
How are you gonna help?
I don't know, I guess I could just stand there in case you need something.
Okay. I need some chicken.
Can totally get you a chicken when we get back. We can get you multiple chickens. I could sit on them and then they'd be squished, and then Palu could probably smush them in the head with like one of her sticks. Her big stick.
We need the burner on the ship to cook it.
Yeah.
You could eat it raw. You could eat it raw.
I could, but you know,
It's probably
slimy.
tastier cooked, right? So I'll sit on some chickens and Palu will smash their heads in with her big stick and then we'll cook them. That'll be your payment.
I could do that.
Okay. I'm gonna try and do this.
Okay, it is a sleight of hand check to take one and
Guess
place the
who's-
other. This is the Indiana Jones moment.
Guess who's not proficient?
I'm not either. I only have one.
Oh well, I have 7.
Perfect.
Can I use Flash of Genius on myself? I'm seeing this isn't working.
Well, you
It's a
can
bit cheaty.
sure try.
That's 4.
A 4 is still not gonna make the
Okay.
the save or the DC on it. You switch them, right? And you put the other one, and there's a big moment of you have the pearl in your hand.
I got it.
Yeah, nothing happens right away. And then you all begin to hear the sound of rain. Coming this time right side up. It begins to pour down
Oh.
at a very, very heavy rate. And the sound of water kind of rushing in to the space. You can hear it now crashing along the edges as if it should. Yeah. Lightning.
I didn't do anything.
Maybe we should go. You think it's
We need to
getting
leave.
kind of wet?
We need to
Sure.
leave.
Well, we got what we came for anyway. And
Yeah.
We need to leave.
Um,
We need to find Karen. I'm assuming there's a door to the stairs, or it's an opening for the stairs.
Yeah, there's just like it's open and it's that same dense spiral stairs that go all the way down to the bottom.
Let's
Okay.
try the stairs, and then if it doesn't work, then we can try climbing. But I think the stairs would probably be faster if they work.
All right.
Everybody takes the stairs. As you're running, you see those tiny windows that Polly was talking about. And if you look out them, you see that it is storming. Paulo, there is no beautiful sight of the night sea. This is what's actually out there, which is nothing but a cavern. And it's very quickly filling with a kind of dense liquid. From top to bottom. The rain is kind of pouring in and the water continues to like slush and work its way up, it seems. But y'all are like feet fast on the floor as fast as you can go. When you start to get near the bottom where like the loop repeated itself, it seems that this place has already started to flood. It is about 4 feet high in terms of dense, disgusting liquid. Much similar, Paulo, to what you were standing in earlier.
I would notice it.
We should move faster. That's the goo from earlier.
I'm waddling as fast as I can.
I think it is considered. I knew it was difficult terrain, but anybody that has specialties in swimming will not be affected. Because I think, I was about to say, if you've got some swimming stuff, you might not be quite as affected. But it isn't just water. This seems almost as dense and thick, everybody, as the same stuff you rode in on via the, the river that Karen brought you in on. The difference is this is kind of a dense ochre color. It's like yellowish and brown, not black necessarily.
this is the worst.
It's kind of not good. We should hurry.
Yeah, okay.
I don't have specialty swimming or anything, so I imagine I'm dropping behind a little.
Yeah, it's
or
going to
not.
get very difficult. What I actually need is a check from everyone. I'm going to take a strength save from everybody.
Do we get does
Actually,
Paulo and
Palu,
get
I was about to say,
advantage
Palu doesn't have to make this check again. Everybody else does, because Palu succeeded this check once already.
Oh,
on? Do I get
Pasha,
advantage because of my swimming proficiency?
yes.
Okay.
I don't know if I have a swimming proficiency. How do I?
It's going to start getting really thick in here. Okay, that's good. A 14. You needed a 15.
Could I roll in general just to see if I see my fellow crewmates struggling a bit, and maybe
I would say you don't even need to roll for that. You're going to very clearly see that they're struggling. I'm going to go ahead and have Gold make a roll as well.
I did. I got 3.
Oh, I see it. You were the first roll. Okay, this is fun. Well, Tide, you are struggling, and you can feel it getting, like, even with your swimming speed, it is getting really, really thick. Unfortunately, Gold and Pasha are very, very slow. And as you kind of start passing through these rooms, you can see some of the treasures begins to float. Oh, we have a salty bar to fill, don't we? Gold, only you notice it because you're the trinket person, and now all these trinkets are like getting ruined and like washing away, and they're never gonna see and it's horrible. And you see a box, a small box. It like floats past you. It has Tide's name written on the top of it, like stamped into the top of the lid.
Just a minute.
Yeah.
You almost
like
try and grab it, or like
yeah.
if it's just out of range, we're gonna try and
Yep.
leap at it, but it's
okay. Yeah, you managed to grab the box with Tide's name on it, but you and Pasha are definitely stuck. At least you're not able to move at any fast pace, and this dense stuff is rising. The water level's rising, and
Sorry.
I'm gonna say because Tide, Pasha, you didn't. I'm not sorry. Because Tide almost made it, and because Palu made it earlier, the two of you are kind of like moving and swimming, and you feel something brush through your legs. It is long and slithery as it like past all of you. It ripples the oil that you're all trying to move through.
Did you feel that? I think it may have been the snake from earlier.
You felt something? Sorry, we're a little behind.
feel stuck is what I feel.
I would turn around when I see them or I hear them say that. And can I roll to kind of grab them and like pull them through?
Yeah, go ahead.
me?
You can make a strength check again if you'd like.
Okay.
Try to help them break free.
Oh my god.
No, it's getting denser, and you're distracted because at the moment you go to pull them free, we'll say now you're all in the dining hall, the room right before where you met the snake. A large sea creature, pale blue, eel-like, with massive kind of dorsal spines on its back. Here, I'll show it to all of you. Burst out of the water. Its mouth opens up and its tongue laps forward, and it drips this yellow viscous oil from its body that plunks right back into what you're swimming in. It looks very, very, very unhappy that you are here, and I don't think any of you can speak. Probably don't speak his language, but he says something. And he like kisses at all of you as he goes to dive back into the water. We are going to go into initiative very quickly.
Okay.
Quick roll. Don't usually leave things on initiative, but oh, poor girl.
I can roll on advantage because I have that.
Oh, yep.
So. Okay.
A 16. Okay. So our initiative is the creature, whatever this creature is. I'll take a nature check from anybody that wants to quickly identify it as it pops out of the water to see if you know. Hey, Gold. Yeah,
I
Tide.
can't move, but I know what stuff it is.
Yeah, Pasha too. Actually, I'm gonna say all of you. Palu probably knows the least amount. This looks like some kind of sea creature, like large sea creature, and it's not. It is probably creating the oily stuff that you are swimming in. The rest of you, I'm going to totally botch how to say this, but it's called an Ikuchai, which is Ikuchi, and it's basically a gargantuan elemental creature of a rather chaotic neutral nature, but it emanates this thick, oily, yellowish viscous. Usually it's found in places where ships go down because it creates like a dense, and then the ship can't move and it it consumes the vessel. It seems to maybe be trapped here and probably was triggered by the taking of the bad roll on the orb, on the transition of the orb. You're not entirely sure. But it is known for constricting things, so you don't want it to get its hands on you if at all possible. It does go first, and it can breathe underwater. It sees that Palu is probably the biggest option in the room, and it's just going to make it's gonna make a bite attack at you. As it kind of comes down, it's gonna go and begin to bite. Oh my god, I rolled a nat 20.
Oh, okay.
No big deal. Oh my god.
Holy.
That is, this is going to be a great cliffhanger for our finale next week, or week after next. So that would be 31 points of damage for Palu.
Okay.
As it comes down, and you see it probably nicks Palu really bad in the shoulder. And Palu, you may even go under the oil for a second, like, as the creature, like, swims past you. You're able to resurface and catch your breath, no problems there. But this creature will be coming back around for another attack. Next up, in our initiative order is Palu. So, Palu, it is your turn, and you are not currently grappled or constricted.
Okay. I'd call over my shoulder to everybody.
That hurt a lot.
And then I'm going to enter rage
Yes.
and just be like, I just want to get this pearl and get out of here. I believe it adds a +2.
Okay.
To, I know I posted it in here, and I think I made a note about it, but I'm just gonna triple check that. Okay, since we are 7th level now.
We are.
Oh, rage damage is +2.
Okay.
So I am going to just swing, because I can swing twice with my great axe at this sea serpent that attacked me.
Great. Okay, yeah. It's basically trying to, like, loop back around. So you got, and you realize it's not that it's a really dense body. It's really long.
Okay.
It's really, really long. So it's like slithering all around all of you. So you've got plenty of things to hit, basically. I think that's what I'm trying to say.
I've tried to look for the head because I always see like a snake-like creature and go for the head, but I'm just going to try to hit
Yeah.
and cut it up into pieces if I can. 14, 13.
Okay, a 14 and a 13 do not hit. Maybe it's the viscous oil, but neither of those. Even does that include your rage? Or does that only for the damage?
Yeah,
It looks like it's only for the damage.
the
if you
rage
hit.
makes her take half damage, I think, once she activates
Once she
it,
activates it, yeah.
and
Okay.
it just adds to the damage.
To the damage
Yeah.
moving forward. Okay. Yeah, you swing, and it's not that you miss, it's that its hide is really dense, and the blade doesn't. You're gonna need more power as you come around next time. But Gold, it is your turn, and you see this creature. It nicked Palu in the shoulder.
I don't have a lot of good options here.
Running is always an option. I tell people that all the time. Running is always an
Yeah.
option.
I love that.
Is there anything like hanging from? This is a weird thought process. Is there anything like hanging from the ceiling, like a chandelier?
Yeah,
Like a candelabra? I want to try and like throw a rope around it and climb up. so
Yeah,
I
get
can
out of the water.
go.
Absolutely. That would be like a ranged roll, so just a dexterity roll to throw it and like loop it. You're gonna have a basic, like a dungeoneering kit or adventuring kit would have some basics for that.
Okay, so yeah, I have a rope. Like
Perfect,
I
yeah.
specifically have it. So, I'll do my next roll now. A 10.
Okay. You toss it up there and it does hook the chandelier, but you are not gonna be able to pull yourself out this turn. Like a 10 is
Okay.
enough to like hook it, but you can't do it all.
Yeah,
Took you a
yeah.
little. Maybe you had to throw it a couple times before you got it up there, but you did eventually get it
Stick in the
hooked.
goo or something like.
Tide. Tide, it is your turn.
Did that? Did the Akuchi speak primordial?
It did.
I understand primordial.
Oh, great. Okay, so so if you understand primordial, it basically said in so many words, it basically said serve the master, retrieve the pearl.
Okay.
They must not leave. So it doesn't want you to leave with the pearl, so that you know that is what it's after.
I am going to. Well, talking back to it would be an action, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, and there are two badgers as well.
Oh yeah, that's right. I can roll attack for the badgers. So I will have. Can I do the badger's turn on my turn too? Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So what I'll do is I will have I'll have the two badgers because I don't know where the third one went. I will have them attack or try to jump on to the serpent and bite them.
Badger bite. Make it happen. It is a very high AC. Hey, they both made it! Beat it, baby!
Yes.
They hear the
right.
screams, and I imagine they come, like, swimming in through this oil, and they dive. These badgers dive into the water and do 1 piercing damage each as they latch onto this creature. As it swims through the water, it takes the badgers, like, with it, as they're, like, yeah.
Now, is it kind of wriggling around, like, in, like, an area?
Yeah, yeah, it's like figurating in this giant banquet hall, which now you're all like floating in with all this oil. I would say that the room is about halfway full. Actually,
and
probably
we're-
not so, because it's very high
All
ceilings.
right, I just want to know the positioning. So the snake is kind of like, the snake isn't like on us. He's like,
he's under
kind
your
of like-
feet, and he's like
Okay.
circling because he breathes water, right? So he doesn't breathe air,
Okay.
so he can't be on the surface unless he's coming up to like make a dive or make a bite attack. So it's actually like swimming in the water with you, and he's huge. He's gargantuan, so he's very, very long. So it's not like you even know where he starts and ends.
and
in
we're
essence.
still and it's still flooding with water. Okay.
Correct. Yeah, it seems that maybe this whole chamber is flooding.
I'm going to cast trench.
Nice. What does Trench do? With scooping gestures, you cause the ground to slowly sink into the trench 5 feet across, 50 feet. The trench forms slowly enough. The enemies have no chance of falling into it. Okay. So you're gonna do this. You're doing this under the water. Will you cause the ground to?
Yeah,
slowly
I'm doing it under the water. To like drain the water.
Yeah, and so all of you feel the water begin to like into the trench. Are you leading it out of the building? Because it's a 60-foot trench.
So what I'm hoping is since with the movement of the water going into the trench, I'm hoping it'll kind of pull us out of the banquet hall
And
kind
into
of
the
like,
the next room.
into like
Okay. I would say probably that seems reasonable. You all begin to like, and it's pushing him too, right? So all the water like scoops into this trench and it starts slooshing out and pushing you into the next room, which is full of gold. Like you can see under your feet, there's all this beautiful gold and treasure and stuff that is now at the bottom of this oily, viscous water. But you have moved from one room to the next room as it flushed all of you in and out. And you can see the main exit door. You have about 5 feet from the top of it to the top of the water line at the moment before you're going to have to go under to get out. If that makes sense.
yeah.
Okay. Great. Any other action on your turn? Because that was your action. Movement.
Action, yeah.
Yep.
Let me double check real quick. I need to clarify something. Okay, that is an action. Got it. Okay, I will. So where would the snake be now? Now that we're kind of like in another room, like with the water
It's
slowly-
basic. It's because it's longer than you. It's being flushed. It's still being flushed in.
Okay.
Its whole body is not in the room yet.
I'm gonna try to make my way towards the exit.
Yeah, you just start making like beelining for the exit. That makes sense. You begin that swing.
Can I like motion? to them?
Yeah,
while
you
I'm,
can
like-
you can speak freely if
Okay.
you want to be like,
Yeah,
get
okay.
out of here.
Like we need. Yeah, I'm gonna shout at them. We need to get out of here. We need to get
Yeah.
out.
Okay. Pasha, it is your turn. Bring us home for
Oh.
this round.
So when the water starts slooshing, I just kind of like sit on my shell and slide.
yeah, you just like ride the.
Yeah, and as I pass next to Palu, I like grab her foot, that same foot that I grabbed before. I'm like used to grabbing it. So I just grab her foot and I cast Cure Wounds on her.
Aww. How many dice is? Go ahead and roll it so we can see how much it gives her back. It's 1d6.
Oh, I have it in my thingy. I'm casting it as a level 2 spell.
Okay.
So 10?
Great. Okay, so 10 HP back from Pasha. You're probably feeling a lot better there.
Yeah. I would look down as I feel something touch my leg and then feel instantly better and go,
I owe you one.
Oh.
No, you caught me before. This is what friends do. And I think that and I literally just like let go and keep sliding.
I keep sliding.
Oh,
It is about this time that each of you feel it's going to sound so weird, and I promise I don't mean it to sound like it's going to sound. You each feel hands from under the water grab you by your limbs and begin to push you all forward towards the door as it becomes the this elemental's turn once again. And it kind of raises out of the water and bobs about, this time speaking Aquan, actually, as it drops back in. It basically says curse words in Aquan, because it...
Cursing at us.
Yeah, but the hands of I guess friend you all saved, tried to kill and then saved, begin pushing you towards the door. And as you all, like... out the other side, back into the cavern, you can see it is raining this oil from the ceiling. It's dripping all over everything. And off in this dark, dark space, you see a small boat and a lantern on the end. A hooded figure stands there with his hand open to all of you, waiting for you to get in the boat to take your ride back across to the other side. And you simply hear Karen say, "It seems you got what you came for."
How could you doubt us?
I didn't, but you should move quickly. As he begins to paddle.
I'd jump on the boat, obviously.
Okay, I'm just gonna have everybody make an athletics check just to get to the boat because you're still swimming through this oil. You are getting some help, so there will be no disadvantage or advantage given. You're just trying to get there. Okay, you need a 10 or higher. Oh, Pasha.
Can I? It's not my turn in combat, but I've got double movement speed with feline agility.
Oh. Well, this is swim speed because you're swimming. Okay, so it is a slow process. The good news is the hands are there to help you, but Tide and Palu are first to the boat as you get on. None of you failed. As long as you didn't fail, that was all I was looking for. So, that was all I was looking for. You're very, very slow, and you can hear the beast as it, like, comes breaking free of the front of this facility because it's too large now to fit through the like small hole, and it breaks open the door as it splashes back into the water. Karen reaches out a hand to the last two of you to help you into the boat just in time as it jumps over its full body and splashes back into the water, rocking this boat, though not harming you or Karen on it. Eventually, the rain subsides, and the water, this oily water, gets very still. And Karen lights his lantern and puts it forward against the wall, and you can see the doorway begin to reappear as he and begins to push you back through. And he says, "I'm glad you found what you came for, but now you have to leave."
Okay.
I mean, that was the plan anyway, right?
He says, let me clarify. You have to leave and let the dead let you leave. As he comes strolling through the other side of this cavern, you can see that all the dead who were left with the coins of Karen, who volunteered their life in servitude of protecting what this pearl holds, now all stand, gold coins still on their eyes, blocking their sight and vision, but they are undead, and they line the banks of the river as you pull through to the other side. Next week, we'll find out if you can actually escape this place in one piece as the dead wait for all of you. But we are at time. Actually, we're over time, and I hate being that way. So we're going to very quickly go around and do our outros. First off, I want to say a huge thank you to whoever dropped the salty bar earlier, because I was not going to introduce this creature for just Paulu to have to deal with before Paulu broke the floor open, because that is what created that little cavern of oil. But y'all really, really wanted it, didn't you? You really wanted it, and I just couldn't turn it away, not even at the end. If you want to know more about this creature, it is available in the Tome of Beasts 2. There it is. It's really gross. It's really wonderful for sinking ships. And we'll be back for our finale episode. Not next week. We will be observing the Twitch blackout on September 1st, but we will be back September 8th with the finale of this show. Let's quickly go around. We're going to go backwards, making it Cat first. Tell us who you are, where we can find you.
Hello, my name is Kat, if you haven't guessed already, and I played Tide Deep Trench, lots of trenches. And yeah, that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this campaign, and I'm going to be really sad when it ends because, yeah, I love these ladies, and they're really fun to play games with and be around. So please make sure that you follow each and every one of them. I play games at a mediocre level, and my playstyle is very chaotic. So if chaos is your name, I'm your game. If chaos is your game, I'm your name.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Search I'm Cat or I'm Cat on Twitter.
Yeah.
Just in time for cat sighting. Katie.
Hello. I'm Katie Peters Place. I played Paulo for you today. I am also going to be very sad when this is over, so I'm going to savor each moment of our finale in a couple weeks. So I don't know, it's been a lot of fun playing with y'all, and you could come hang out with me if you want over on Katie Peters Plays. I play a lot of stuff, sci-fi and horror, and really random things. So we have a good time, and I drink a lot of coffee. It's my vice, but I love it so much. Follow me on Twitter at PlayKatiePlay. I have a podcast called Katie Peters Plays. Tash reminded me of that earlier. And yeah, just come hang out with me. I want to connect with y'all. So that's me, I guess.
Nice. Very nice. Links are in chat, everybody. You can click through their Twitter. Go find those schedules. Go find the rest of what they do. Tess! And first you have to introduce the fur baby.
This is Gingy.
No, Gingy.
Oh, she's purring. There you go.
Oh.
This is the actual star of my channel. Basically, she's pretty much guaranteed to take over at least once. Usually a lot more than once. She's a sweet monster, monkey, tiger, cat. Anyway, you can you guys should go follow everybody else because they're amazing, and I'm very lucky to be on this show with all of them. Like seriously, this has been so much fun, and I'm so sad that it's almost over. I don't want it to end. But yeah, just come back in 2 weeks and see what happens. I'm so excited for that, and I'll see you guys on my channel at some point.
Very nice.
Just unplug something, it's fine.
Yeah. All right, Tash.
Hi, I'm Tashna. I do lots of Red games. So I forgot that recently I've been playing Ambition and Minuet and Power and doing terrible French accents. I went into it saying I'm not going to do an accent. Immediately did. I do mini painting and law show the first Thursday of every month. I am in Vampire the Masquerade on Mondays. Basically, I love video games. I'm just not very good at them. And I really enjoy stories that come from them. So I love being in tabletop and these shows, and I'm super sad and excited to see what happens with our little gang. I'm sorry that Gold is so aggravating. but
I love that gold could
Honestly, I love gold. I think gold, like,
just
literally, it's just perfect. Like, it really rounds out the cast. I love it. I love gold.
It's a lot. It's just a lot of fun to be like, I could do that. Doesn't mean I'm
right. I'm going to. Love it. Well,
but yeah, you can find me around with Tashnal. So.
All right. Like I said, links there in chat. Everybody go follow this incredible crew. I remember we did a this all started based on a charity stream that the Gamehers Network put together. It was a wonderful event. We had so much fun that we just I was like, well, I'll be in contact in the next few months because we're going to make something of this. And we did, and we're here, and I think that's a really wonderful thing. So it is an absolute pleasure to play with these very talented folks. So you should go follow them. You should go support them. You know, if you like what we're doing here, know that every time that you follow the channel, you subscribe, you give tips or bits, you are helping us continue to be able to, one, bring on incredible talent like this, and two, pay them because they are worth every gold coin that we spend. I'm just constantly impressed by the talent that comes on the channel. So I want to say thank you to Retrograde Vector, to Gothic Mess, to Jayton Alabi. I think I got that right. And Retrograde Vector again for filling the salty bar tonight, which helps us, like, you know, go from Kobold to Swobold, because that's what we're doing. And if you want to keep supporting Kobold Press, we have so much content. If you love the beasts that I'm bringing out in the show, if you love the Midgard lore, you can get your hands on all of that over at the Kobold Press store. But right now, we're actually putting out, we have a new Kickstarter out for Tome of Heroes. You can go support it. There's some information there in chat for you. Build interesting characters. That is what this book is going to do. It's going to add so much addition to 5e so that you and your players can have some really cool things in terms of character building and the things that you can bring to any of your 5e tables. In addition, we have kicked off another show here on Sundays. Check us out on Sunday afternoons at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific for Into the Southlands, where we continue that ridiculous game. We are not on the seas. We are in the desert. And I am actually playing Ufu. If it means anything, that's the character I play for that. So you can come out and actually see me play Ufu in its fullest, along with another incredible cast there. That is, I'm just so in love with all of you. So thanks so much for being here. We'll be back not next week, but the week after. So please observe the blackout. Let Twitch know that we care. If you don't know what that's about, find Google. It'll tell you all about it. Well worth the blackout happening on September 1st. And then we'll be back on September 8th to close this little story out and see what's going on with that. Until next time, you know, don't do anything. I don't know. I would say don't do anything gold wouldn't do, but gold wouldn't do it. So, I would say don't do anything Palu wouldn't do, but Palu would do everything. So here we are. Y'all have a fantastic week, and we will see you on Sunday for Into the Southlands. Until then, bye, everybody.